episode 37 of the Gamers Pass podcast, where us gamers get together and we just chat about news, gaming news, events, and we just like hanging out and basically me talking. And that's what it usually is. And joining me today, as usual, with a special guest, but we'll get to him in a sec, it is just Lightsy. Lightsy, how you doing today, and what have you been playing?
I'm doing good today, other than looking out the window and seeing the snow.
Ugh.
Yeah. I haven't played a lot this week. I played Among Us with you for a bit.
Yep.
On Monday.
For a bit. I love how you threw that in there.
And other than that, I've just played Team Fighting Tactics.
Okay. So you've been playing that a lot, though, eh?
Yeah.
Now, has Lee been included in your guys' shenanigans?
I mean, you can come join us if you want to.
Sorry, I just invited Lee without the actual invite. No, because Lee, you play that, right?
Not the team fighting tactics part of it.
All right, so that's why you guys didn't invite him. Okay, it makes sense.
We play the duos. There's a duo mode in it now.
Okay.
And we've gone up like 3 ranks so far this season.
Wow, okay, cool.
We're in the silver rank now.
Excellent. Well, all right. Also joining me this week is that full alphabet man, A to Z of gaming. Gaz, how you doing? What have you been playing this week? Because I know the list is going to be lengthy. So let's go. Unveil your entire list of gameplay, my friend.
Ooh. Bit of Fortnite, Among Us.
A bit of Fortnite? Yeah, you did join us for Among Us as well a few times.
Did we play Rebirth as well earlier in the week, Mark?
Yeah.
Rebirth, COD. I think that's it.
Wow.
I'm branching out here.
So, hold on. You said you played Rebirth?
Yeah, with Mark.
What's Rebirth? What's that?
It's like team deathmatch, really, isn't it, Mark?
Yeah, it's like a team. Is a cross between Warzone and Team Deathmatch.
Yeah.
So it's a lot faster paced. If you get killed, you can come back.
And you've only got so long, haven't you?
Yeah.
Okay. Rebirth.
That's all I've been playing.
Excellent. No, that's cool. Okay, that cat is coming to eat me. What is going on? Oh, thank you. Oh, hold on. Look at this. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. All right. Also joining us this week is, you know him as the ultimate hater, 87. Mark, how you doing today? And what have you been playing, my friend?
I've been doing pretty good. So this week I've been playing Warzone, of course, Among Us, and Ghost of Tsushima. Just trying to hammer that out.
Yes, that's such a good game. Anything else?
So, yeah. No, that's it. But I will say for this week, I'm starting to enjoy playing Among Us a lot more again, since they've changed a lot of the things around, and trolling Gaz is a highlight of my week.
Of course.
Yes. Mark keeps following me around the map, and I'm running away from him, and I could just hear him say, "Mr. Blobby."
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, Among Us updated to 15 players. I took a year sabbatical, and then now we're starting to play it a little bit more. I don't know if it's gonna be a regular thing. It could be, but honestly, I love playing with a bunch of people, and this just seems to be where it's at right now, and it's a lot of fun. All right, anything else, Mark? Yeah, way better than Fortnite. Come on, guys.
Yeah. No, that's it. I just want to finish Ghost so I can finally start Spider-Man.
Yeah. Oh, so the PlayStation one?
Yes. I haven't. I got it in my system right now.
Okay.
It's just I don't know. I'm kind of weird about how I stack up my games and everything like that because Warzone's constantly in my rotation. So.
Yep. We're gonna talk about Warzone for a sec, and it's actually kind of funny. All right. And you guys know this guy as Lee Everett, but he has a huge gaming repertoire under his belt as well. Lee, what have you been playing this week, and how you doing? More importantly,
I mean, you threw a curveball when you said big gaming repertoire. No, I haven't really been playing anything this week apart from Among Us with you guys, but
Yep.
it's been like a really busy week for me, so I haven't actually gotten around to do anything.
Of course. No. I get it. And the power of love, I'm sure, is tugging at your heart here, Lee.
No, really, no.
I'm just kidding. All right. A special guest this week. He was on before. He is Play Bear Gaming. His name is Dana. Dana, how are you doing? Welcome back. And what have you been playing this week?
I am doing well. So this week's been kind of a mixed bag of different things. So I joined you guys for Among Us.
Yes, you
couple
did.
Games there at the end, so that was cool. And playing this week, I was playing Minecraft Dungeons a little bit. I tried Lost Ark. Anybody hasn't tried that yet? Give it a try. It's a very pretty game.
I want to play it. It's
Very
just
pretty game.
I don't know if I can fit an MMO into my life.
Yeah,
But go ahead.
yeah,
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's a pretty game. It's really cool. Some more of my tabletop platform stuff like Ascension and different things like that. So yeah, kind of a mixed bag this week, but
Okay.
whatever usually strikes my fancy that day is what I play. So.
Ha! Excellent. No, that's good. That's good. Also, I do want to do a really quick plug. Most like Lightsy streams, Gaz streams, Dana used to. I'm sure he'll get back into it soon, and Mark streams. But someone has new merch, and the new merch came in, and she's wearing it. Lightsy, would you like to promote your new merch? It looks fantastic. I just want to say, oh, she's holding her cat, so I picked the wrong time to do it. But look at this shirt. That's a without the cat.
Likes it.
Without the cat, that's a Just Lightsy shirt, and she's ripping it apart to shreds. I'm sorry, Lightsy. I got you to do this now. There is a Just Lightsy shirt. Feel free, guys, to go to her channel if you like that, which is awesome. So I should have told you I was going to do that, Lightsy. I'm so sorry. But now the cat's like,
You're gonna do it at the end.
We'll do it at the end, too. We will do it at the end. All right.
Strangling the cat. Trying to get it out of the way.
Before we
Just put
jump...
it in a bag.
Put it where... Oh, all right, for that comment, we're teasing Gaz because Gaz has a pocket-sized dog that when he walks around, he just tucks it in into his side pocket of his jeans.
I
The
don't
back
put it
pocket
in my
has.
pocket.
Oh,
I
I'm
don't put it in-
I'm sorry. And so we're just teasing about that. Like me and Dana talking, and Mark we have large dogs, and Gaz's dog is the size of my phone. Like this is how it. Aw, pretty puppy. And so we were kind of making fun of him about that. Good ribbing, good old fashioned teasing. All right, just before we jump into the news, I want to say, chat, welcome. Thank you, everybody hanging out. We love you guys. We will be interacting with you through keyboard, just as a heads up. I like doing this live. It's actually fun. We get to see your comments and all of this stuff. And yeah, and I see we have a poll up, and 60% of you saying, what are ROMs? Whew, which is crazy. Do you guys want to hear something funny? I wanted to share this on Discord, but I didn't get to. And let me see if I can find it. This is to show you how old I am, which is crazy. And I'm not like super old. So I was having a conversation with a young person, and they had mentioned how they love bookstores, and I said I hate to read because I can't. I can read, yes, but if I read something lengthy or like if I'm reading a paragraph, after one paragraph, my mind is thinking of something else, and I have to go back and keep rereading. And after I said I hate to read, they said, really? But you're from like before the internet. Can you imagine saying something that harsh to me? But you're like before the internet. And yes, I'm before the internet. I still hate to read. Just saying. All right, let's go, because I thought that was all right. All right, you guys ready?
I remember though, it was all exciting when my friends set up MSN for me, and you saw like so and so is typing a message or something. And I'm thinking, oh my god, he's actually typing something.
Yeah. So, actually, with all honesty, so there's four of us, guys. Or Mark, you would be before the internet days, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So me, Dana, Gaz, and Mark, all four of us. Lee and Lightsy. I don't know.
I mean, the internet didn't really hit me until I was about 10 or 12.
Okay. Books are wonderful. Stop that. No, they're not. Anyways, I wanted to share that. I thought that was one of the funniest comments I think I've heard. And I don't even think it was like take that, but it just came off like, ugh, get that. All right, here we go. Elden Ring. We're going to talk about Elden Ring. It just launched on Friday. Have you guys played Elden Ring?
No.
All right, it's a Dark Souls sort of game. Not my type of game, but it's got like a 97% on Metacritic. It's one of the, if not the highest ranked game of all time, which is really ridiculous. And there are some people actually complaining about frame rate and all of that stuff. So, Lightsy, is Elden Ring something that you would fancy?
If I had a system that could run it, well,
you would try
I would
it?
probably give it a try.
Wow. Have you played Dark Souls or what's the other one series? It doesn't matter.
No.
No? Okay. Gaz, are you a Dark Souls fan? And do you want to try Elden Ring?
No, not interested in it.
All right, Mark?
It's not my sort of game.
I mean, the reviews on it are really, really good, and I mean, if I seen it at a discount at GameStop or something, I would consider it, but it's not really my type of game.
Okay. Now, Lee, I imagine this definitely isn't your side of, and I'm watching Chat go off the hook about books. I think this is a riot. But Troy and Catrix are rumbling. But Lee, is this something that makes you is this something that interests you? Like, it looks pretty darn good overall, but I know I would get angry instantly.
Yeah. I mean, like if I had something that could run it, I'd probably give it a go. But I know that I'd see myself getting to a point where I thought was difficult, which probably wouldn't be difficult, but it would be difficult for me. And then I'd get frustrated and not touch it again. You
would go all Caleb and throw your controller through your TV. Because I know I kind of probably would, to be honest.
Dr. Disrespected.
Yes, I heard that. He went crazy and broke his controller. Dana, is Dark Souls your sort of game? I imagine you would get as frustrated as I would. But does Elden Ring excite you?
Not really. It's not kind of something I would probably take an interest in at all. Considering I've heard everybody rage and rave about Dark Souls, that in itself,
there's reason not to play it.
Me, because I'm an old fogey and I don't have the patience I used to.
Exactly.
Like that. So yeah.
Here's how I explain it. And this goes for Mark and Dana and Gaz. Even though Gaz looks 14, he's 40. And so we grew up in the NES days where every game was hard. Pretty much every game was difficult and insane. Now that we've grown up and played these easy games like Call of Duty and stuff, I don't want to go back to hardcore games where I'm going to break stuff. And I could share a bunch of stories by kicking walls, putting holes in walls, breaking TV tables, and even Steph, my wife, could share the Hulk smash story. And it's because I was playing Battlefield 4, to be honest, and I literally went, "Argh!" I double-handed the TV table, and the whole thing split in the middle. And I was just like, oh crap, that's going to cost me some money to actually fix. And so that's in the garbage. So I tend to stay away from that frustrating stuff. So, all right. So Elden Ring, guys, is getting huge reviews. People are loving it. Some people are, now that they're playing it, they're like, but we shall see. So also check this story out. I thought this was cool. And this is where I think Game Pass is going. All right. Yes, I got to throw Game Pass in. They're the greatest thing since gaming. Right, guys? And so Valve, the creators of Steam Deck, is open to having Game Pass come to Steam. That's huge. And so, what's his name? The guy for Steam and Valve and all that stuff. He's one of the head dudes. He said, I don't think it's something that we think about. He's asking about Game Pass for Steam Deck, not Game Pass, but their own. He said, I don't think it's something that we think we need to do ourselves, building a subscription service at this time. Gabe Newell, that's his name. Newell said, though, but for their customers, it's clearly a popular option, and we would be more than happy to work with them to get it on Steam. Holy crap, that's huge. And that's where it's going. So, Gaz, you are like You're the number 2 fan
careful.
of Xbox Game Pass since I'm number 1 fan of Game Pass. Gaz, how about you? Like, your Steam games and all that stuff. I don't know if you play much PC games, but what are your thoughts on Game Pass coming to Steam? Possibly.
I mean, I'm not a PC player. I mean,
Yeah.
if I was to go on the PC to play something, it'd probably be like VR or something.
Okay.
Or probably the odd Among Us, or what's the other game called now? It's a word game, Jackbox.
Oh, Jackbox games.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the only thing I'd play on the PC. So
All
it
right.
wouldn't really interest me really,
Okay. Mark.
unless there's something really good in there.
Yeah. No, exactly. Mark, what are your
Catches you
thoughts on Game Pass possibly coming to Steam Deck?
I mean, it's great if you have some Xbox games that you definitely want to play on your PC. It'll be great for that. I mean, I'm just trying to think.
Well, this would be
Well, I
coming to
wish
their Steam Deck, right? This would be on their Steam
Right.
Deck itself, like having all their PC library, and then of course all the Game Pass itself library too, which would be, to me, I think would be crazy.
It would be crazy. It's definitely a good deal.
It's crazy. All right, cool. Or Lee, what are your thoughts on this?
I think it's great. You know, like it really opens up the prospect of doing so much more. Where I think it probably doesn't work is if they leave it possibly exclusively on the Steam Deck,
Yep.
where because I probably don't see a lot of games being able to cope being on the Steam Deck. Like much how like Apex Legends doesn't work on the Switch very well.
Oh, okay. That.
So even though like the statistics and graphically like the Steam Deck is supposed to be a lot better than the Switch,
Yep.
there'll still be shortcomings to it, and maybe the Game Pass will show those cracks.
So get this, Lee. This came out today, or not today, this week, and I think I'm going to mention it as well, but I'm not 100% sure. I forget. I gathered so much news. God of War and Horizon New Dawn, or whatever it is, the first Horizon, they're running excellently on the Steam Deck. So the reports are saying, which is crazy.
Okay.
That's PlayStation 4 high-end games. So
All right.
that's crazy. Lightsy, what are your thoughts on Game Pass? Like, where do you think Game Pass is going? Like, this is just ridiculous.
I mean, I think it's a good move because regardless if the Game Pass goes to Steam on the PC or not, PC players can still get the Game Pass for PC.
Yep.
So that doesn't really matter. But I think it does, bring in some more games that people would be able to play on it. Like I think it's a good idea.
Cool. Dana, have you heard much about the Stream Deck or not Stream Deck?
I
have a Stream Deck, but the Steam,
Yeah.
the Steam thing there.
I've seen
I forget the name.
Yeah, I've seen it and whatnot. I think it's fantastic because Xbox always said, right from the very beginning, we want to be able to make sure that people can play any game they want on any platform they want, anytime they want.
Yep.
And this is what that is. That's evolution of this. My son only plays on PC. He doesn't play any console anything.
Okay.
So for this to come to a Steam, the fact that he can go download all the Xbox stuff and play it on his computer, he would be jazzed about that.
Sure.
Right? So it's just this evolution of the Game Pass, and it keeps broadening and broadening and broadening. So it just benefits everybody,
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't see an issue with that at all. It's pretty cool.
Excellent. Yeah, I'm blown away. It's just the excitement I have for the Game Pass is not hidden whatsoever. And to see where this is going, I guarantee it will be on PlayStation someday, Gaz. Someday soon. I'm gonna say this year. There's a good what? What are you saying, Gaz?
What? No, I didn't say anything.
I'm gonna say this year. I'm going out on a limb saying this year Game Pass will be on PlayStation. I'm claiming it now. I'm putting my stake in the sand. It's gonna happen. Guess? Do you agree? I see what you did there. All right, here we go. All right, so the last bit of actual news is Lightsy's got some info for us. Now, I all of our thoughts and those of you that pray, the prayers are going to Ukraine right now, and we're not going to talk about political stuff or anything like that. We just want everybody to be as safe as possible. This is crazy. This is a horrendous thing that's going on. But it's affecting the gaming community as well. And Lightsy, if you could just share a little update on what you have you gathered.
Yeah. So just this morning, I came across an article from Ubisoft, and they had tweeted out our thoughts are with our teams and their loved ones in Ukraine. Over the past months, we have been closely monitoring the situation and taken measures to accompany them in the best possible way by helping to protect their safety and providing financial support. In light of dramatic escalation, we are fully mobilized to continue to provide them with additional assistance. Their safety is our primary concern. Our hearts are also with our prayers, partners, and all those impacted. So Ubisoft has 2 studios in the Ukraine, one in Kiev and the other in Odessa.
Wow, okay.
And they I guess are providing their team members and families of their team members with alternative housing outside of the country in the neighboring countries if they choose to, or even can get there safely. They've also given them early salary payments and just additional funds to help and support them during this time of Russia invading.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody's watched the news. It's pretty crazy. There's also something else that I saw today, just a quick quip. There's a game called This War of Mine, I think it's called, or something like that. And what they have for that is all of the sales going forward for that game, or even if they have DLC and all that stuff, is going towards to help the Ukraine. And so that's kind of cool. It's like the gaming community is getting behind everything. So this is great. But so, yeah, guys, in crazy times, kiss your loved ones, hug them, all of that stuff. All right, let's jump right into Nintendo. We talked about this before. So here's the thing. Nintendo has not had much news really at all. It seems like everything that's about Nintendo is almost negative. I'm just saying. So if you look at this one, and we talked about this last week or 2 weeks ago, is MLB The Show 22 is coming to Nintendo Switch. And it aims to get this. It aims to deliver 30 frames per second on the Switch. After disappointing tech test, it's trying to maintain 30 frames per second. So the Switch version is apparently still receiving a lot, it says, of optimization and updates to ensure it can hit a stable 30 frames per second. The game's resolution will be lowered in portable mode to improve both the performance and battery life of the Switch. As noted, our hands-on, now this is from Nintendo Life, okay? This is what they said. As noted on our hands-on, the Xbox and PlayStation versions of the game will run at a dynamic 4K resolution and 60 frames per second. And here's exactly what we had to say about the performance in the Switch version of the tech test. This is their quote. Performance is the problem. Though forget about 60 frames per second, it struggles to get particularly close to 30 frames per second to our eye. A smooth 30 frames per second would be nice, of course, but this is a baseball game where reaction speed and timing are absolutely imperative for batting. This game struggles mightily docked and in portable mode, stuttering along to a disappointing degree. Combine the visible jerkiness with the game's frequent camera movements when fielding, for example, and a family member in the room can actually Felt slight dizzy watching. It's not really good enough at this stage. Now, we all know, I know MLB has said, I want this on all systems. We get it. But, oh my gosh, Lightsy, I'm jumping right back to you as our residential Nintendo expert. I'm sure baseball is really not your thing at all because of the games I know that you play. But it can't even really. It's struggling to keep 30 frames per second. What are your thoughts here?
Like, that's sad. It's just sad.
It's, yeah. I don't understand. Now, Lee, you're the other. Your only console is our Nintendo Switch. So let me ask you: is the baseball game something you're interested in, or is it because of the Apex Legend fiasco you have no desire or care for this baseball game?
Well, for me, I wouldn't. It's not something that does interest me, but mainly on the basis that I'm not into baseball. So I wouldn't get it on because of that, more so than the how it can run on the Switch. But I can see people's frustration with it.
Sure.
And it's not, at least they know they've addressed the issue and they're now like working to like find a solution in a sense.
All right. So go ahead.
No.
All right, so Mark, I gotta ask you then: where should the players' anger be? Should it be at Major League Baseball? Should it be at the developers, or should it be at Nintendo? Not really putting out something that's meeting 2022 standards for games outside of its Nintendo realm, like third party.
Well, I mean, I would be more mad at the MLB on this one. I mean, because they've allowed PlayStation to run it for all these years and stuff like that. So that's what they're used to, the PlayStation type of standards with graphics and everything like that, which Xbox is able to keep up with and surpass. And Nintendo, that's not their area of expertise, real life, games like that. Now, had it been like Mario, MLB The Show, I would have bought that. Honestly,
I would have bought that.
I would love to see a Mario baseball game with all the characters and stuff. I
did
think
we
that
have
would
one
be
before?
a hit.
Or was it just a mini game sort of?
We?
Dana, did we have a Mario baseball game? Or
Yes, we did. There was something called, I think it was Mario Sports. It had hockey, baseball.
Okay, so it was like
something
and a separate.
Yeah,
okay, cool.
Something like that, I think.
All right. And so
see, that would be awesome to me.
That would be tons of fun. No, I agree. And you know what? I think MLB is possibly missing out on, because I think people would go crazy. Have Mario characters and MLB characters together. That would be fun. All cartoony.
Yeah, exactly. Just turn them into cartoon figures. I don't think anybody would have a problem with that.
No.
Especially if it's a fun game.
Excellent. No, that's cool. All right. Gaz, are you ready for this news? Back at Nintendo. It's official. Nintendo has withdrawn Super Smash Bros. From EVO 2022. Now, EVO, I believe PlayStation purchased EVO, its tournament-style conferences, and Nintendo has officially withdrawn from that. Now, here's the news. Here's the full statement of EVO. Since 2007, we've seen historic Super Smash Bros. Moments created at EVO's events. We are saddened that Nintendo has chosen not to continue that legacy with us this year. In the future, we hope to once again celebrate the Super Smash Bros. Community alongside them. Now, the other thing is, most recently, Nintendo has been hosting its own tournament events in partnership with Panda Global. I've never heard of Panda. I've heard of EVO, and I'm pretty sure PlayStation bought EVO last year or the year before. Gaz, how's this? Because I'm not sure how much you know about Super Smash Bros., but tournaments are huge. We even have tournaments here in our city with Super Smash Bros. So what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, I've never really played Super Smash Bros.
Mm-hmm.
I've not really been into it. I don't know why. I just not keen on it. But, yeah, I'm not interested in it.
Okay.
Doesn't bother me.
All right, Dana, have you played Super Smash Bros?
Yeah. I played the original on N64, and I think I played the one on the Wii. I believe.
Okay. So
or whatever and stuff. So it's been a few years, but yeah, I played it before.
all right, have any of you guys really played Super Smash Bros. At all? Okay, cool. All right, good. So Lightsy, what is this though? Like, what are the thoughts on Nintendo pulling out of Evo for the first time since 2007?
I mean, it's surprising considering that Smash, is really big in the fighting game community for that kind of thing. Like, when I went to HalCon a couple of years ago, my ex at the time, well, my ex now, he entered a little contest at HalCon to play against,
That's
an
cool.
Evo champion, and he almost beat him.
Wow. That's cool.
Yeah, like, and then another ex of mine has actually gone to Evo and, fought in the fights and stuff. Not for Smash, but it's still it's surprising that Smash would not be included in those.
Right, exactly. So Lee, what is the hit to Evo then? If you're familiar with Smash, I don't know how familiar you are with the tournaments, but what is the hit to Evo for this?
Well, I'm not like too familiar with the tournament, like the official aspect of it. I have done like tournaments myself.
Ooh, okay.
But I haven't been nothing official.
Yep.
And I think they're a lot of fun. And I can see, and I've watched like some of the tournament, and I can see like the hype around it basically, and how it does take like skill to do it. But yeah, it's a shame that it's left out. I assume that there's like a genuine reason for it to not be there. But like, I don't know. We'll just have to find out what that is.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, but I mean, what the main thing that I've learned is Evo ruins relationships with Lightsy, so don't do that.
Oh my gosh, Lee, that's your takeaway from that. That's awesome. Okay, all right. You know what? Let's just move on after that one.
That's funny.
All right, so let's jump to PlayStation news. And Horizon Forbidden West came out, was it 2 weeks ago? I know Mrs. Gamer's playing it. She's having a good time. It's getting review bombed on PS5, PS4 for no reason. And so the story goes, of course, there's no targeted campaign against Alloy's sophomore outing this time. It's just people being silly. Probably the biggest disappointment in a while, as somebody said. One user wrote of the 80 or so hour game less than 24 hours after its release. Like, dummies. Then someone said, I had very high expectations. The story is bland and unimaginative. The gameplay is very boring. Even the lauded graphics are underwhelming. Really dropped the ball here. Metacritic, you take it, you come and go with it. And that's how a lot of the industry judges its game, on how it does with the critics and how it does with the fans. Gaz, what do you think? Why the review bomb for this game? Apparently it's incredible. It's getting excellent reviews. What are your thoughts on that?
I've never played it. I've never played any of the games, so I can't really comment on it.
A to Z, dude. A to Z. All right, no problem. Mark, you have a PlayStation 4 and a 5. Have you played any of the Horizon games? Is this a game that interests you, and what do you think of the review bombs?
I haven't played any of the games. I mean, the reviews, I mean, it's basically saying that the game's kind of crappy, right?
Yep.
So, I mean, there's smoke, there's fire.
Crazy.
What I'm saying on that.
Dana, have you played any of these games? Do these games interest you?
Not overly. I don't really pay much attention to reviews.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people out there are just like, if not every single solitary thing is just perfect about the game, it sucks, and I'd rather play it for myself, make my own determination. But no, it's not something that I would seek after type thing to play. So
there's always bound to be bad review on like every game that comes out, though, isn't there?
There is, right?
So always somebody that hates it for some
determine.
reason. Yeah.
So, but this is a targeted, on purpose for no reason at all, to review bomb this game, give it 0s, give it 2s and 4s. It's just people being silly. It's so stupid. All right. Now, Kaz... go ahead, Lightsy. I'm sorry.
It's like Caleb kind of just said in the chat there. I mainly watch streamers and gameplays for my reviews rather than going and reading actual reviews, because I feel like that's, just the better... You can see the game and like see how people react to it as they're playing through, like if there's bugs and stuff, rather than just reading about it and trying to like decipher through if it's worth getting, rather than like if you're watching the glitches happen, then you know what to expect. Kind of thing.
Okay.
I remember when they used to put demo discs in magazines.
Yes.
Try them before they come out.
Yeah, exactly. Which was awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and I don't mean to hate on PlayStation. I really don't. I'm not trying to hate on PlayStation. I want you guys to know that. It's not. That's not what I'm doing.
Paul, just spit it out.
All right. So, if you were here last week, you would know we talked about censorship, PlayStation really hammering down on censorship, where Xbox and PC are like, the hills are alive, and allowing everything, right? And so we're going to follow up from last week, and in the story, here it is. Martha is Dead, again, is released. It is out now. And I want to play it because of the reviews, but last week, I had the crap scared out of me for like 3 days or something, and I don't want to ever it again. But next week, we're doing scary games on Monday and Tuesday and Friday. I'm just saying. So, here it is. Martha is Dead. Here's what's censored on PlayStation, but included on Xbox, all right? So, get this right here. This is what is censored. The game releases today, and the reviews have been dropping across the web, revealing what was cut out on the PlayStation version compared to Xbox. As per Video Games Chronicles, here's a full list of censored content. Now, following list contains graphic descriptions and spoilers for Martha is Dead. If you're a young person watching this, don't do it. Don't watch it, because I'll just it's a little bit of descriptive. So here we go. All right, this is cut out on PlayStation. The face peeling scene is no longer interactive. They took that big part out, which honestly kind of sucks. Who doesn't want to cut somebody's face off?
It's no longer interactive.
Right. Who doesn't? Yeah, but you want to cut their face off, right? Don't you?
I don't want to cut it off, but I'd still watch it.
Yeah, but you can on Xbox. All right. We'll debate on that one. The scene whereby Gulia, whatever, cuts open Martha's womb is no longer interactive. Guys, I didn't know any of this stuff. I'm just saying, all right? I just grabbed this, and as I'm reading this is the first time I'm reading it. So apparently you can cut open Martha's womb, and it's interactive. So you're doing it on your controller, but PlayStation, I guess you don't. Options has been added to skip the censored scenes while they are playing, which we all talked about last week, to add that on there, which is cool. Disclaimer text at the start of the game has been updated. It is now more sensitive, clearer, and includes the warning of miscarriage references. This game seems to be insanely brutal. I'm just saying. Then the safe in our world message, which appears at the end, providing a link where we can help you found now, as also appears a disclaimer at the start. Any mention of masturbation has totally been removed during the church chapter as VO and text. Okay?
What kind of game's that?
This is called Martha is Dead. I'm just saying. And Catrick just said, Paul, I think you're the only one who wants to cut someone's face. So here's the thing. If I'm playing this horror game, I want to do it. If I'm playing it, all right? If I'm playing it. That's all I'm saying. And so that is kind of a follow-up from last week. Guys, you're going to look at me in a whole new light. I do apologize. But after last week scare the crap out of me, I guess I've got it in a little evil. A little more evil. All right. Let's go into Xbox news, and we're almost at our main topic, guys, and it's only 10 o'clock my time. Yeah. So here
Yay, Xbox news. Woo.
Yes, that's switch that PlayStation hat out, my friend.
There you go.
All right, here we go. So, oh yes. I'm gonna get I get an Xbox toque. I should go get it and wear it just to be with Gaz on that. So here we go. Xbox Call of Duty Warzone anti-cheat is upping the ante, turning targets invisible. And it says it appears that when a known cheater is flagged by the anti-cheat system, their targets turn invisible, rendering the hack useless. Mark, as the ultimate Warzone player, 87 here, what are your thoughts on this, and have you experienced it?
I mean, I think that's pretty cool if they're able to make it work like that. It'll definitely cut out a lot of the cheaters and stuff. I haven't seen a cheater in a little while now, but I've mainly been playing Rebirth. So maybe if I jump on the main map, I'll probably come across one or two here and there. But that's actually sounds pretty cool from them. But I mean, I just want them to fully have it under control, because now that if they're able to turn the other players invisible so the cheaters can't lock onto them or see them, let's give it a week or two before the hackers start trolling and turning the hackers invisible, just giving them that as well. Because I guarantee they're going to troll them somehow again, and they're probably going to turn the hackers invisible. So you're just going to be sniped from somebody 500 meters away that you can't even see.
So what's the alternative then? Just ban them instantly, I would assume, is the alternative.
I think it needs to get more extreme than that. Ban whatever their IP address.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
No, even more than that.
Oh, what do we got, Dana?
They should be banning the MAC address of their console.
So IP address and MAC address?
Well, the MAC address is the physical address. So if you ban somebody's MAC address, they cannot even use their console to even get into the game, whether they have a new account, because IPs you can mask.
Sure, yeah.
A physical address is much harder.
So would they have access to the physical address and the MAC address if they're playing on PC?
To me, if you're logging into a Call of Duty server, all of your information in your Xbox, your IP address, your MAC address, and all that should be registered, so they can see it. If you cheat and they ban your MAC address, you better go buy yourself a new Xbox if you want to play.
Look at you savage ban hammer.
Darn right.
We need you on the Warzone team.
Now, we have thousands and thousands of Activision Call of Duty players watch this podcast, and the gaming heads tune into the Gamers Pass podcast every week. So they're going to hear it. Gaz, you play Warzone, or used to, or kind of?
Kind of, now and again.
Yeah, so what are your thoughts, my man?
Getting to it. I think it's a good idea, but there is always somebody there to get past it. There's always somebody that can get around it.
Absolutely. Yes, there's always going to be, just like the people who make viruses for computers, it's always a fight, right?
Yeah.
But if they ban MAC addresses, it'll be something that they've never done before in the history of gaming. I've never heard of an anti-cheat that bans MAC addresses. Ever.
Yeah, I don't know.
So if they went there, you might think twice before because it's one thing to make an account and go start playing again. That's easy enough to do.
Yeah.
Just make a new email. But if you ban the person's MAC address, their console is essentially a brick. They can't get on the server.
That's cool.
Right? So
that would be perfect.
That would be much better.
I wonder if there's legality issues with that, though. But I guess if you want to play on somebody's server.
If you want to play on somebody's server, you want to cheat, and you're going to cheat at a game?
Yep.
Too bad.
The thing, right? I know somebody that used to play Modern Warfare 3, and they gave me what they call God mode on Modern Warfare 3.
And ran with it.
I went invisible, and I went into a public game, and I got in front of somebody, and they did not know I was there, and I didn't like it, so I left the game, and I haven't been on that class since.
Sure.
It's horrible.
Yeah, I don't understand it at all.
It's not fair.
Yep.
Cool.
Some
All right.
people may think, oh, that would be pretty cool, but
They do
I don't
this
like it.
all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, there's more people that cheat at shooters now than
It's so stupid.
ever. It's just crazy.
I'd probably still lose if I had that.
Yeah.
Well, you don't give two poops about Call of Duty anyway, so I
No,
get
but
it.
I mean, even if it was for Fortnite, I'd still probably find a way to die.
No, same with me. Same with me.
Oh, me too. I can't play that game.
Oh
It's
well.
hard enough to shoot people, much less try and build a skyscraper at the same time.
But if you could interact and cut somebody's face off and Martha's dead, you could own that. I'm just saying. Okay,
Yeah.
let's move on. So, Gaz, I'm coming right back to you. Activision has reportedly delayed next year's Call of Duty game. A new report from Bloomberg suggests Activision will delay next year's Call of Duty game. This would apparently make 2023 the first year without a mainline release in 2 decades. We talked about it. It could be biannual games, all of that stuff, which is great. But Gaz and Mark, of course, you both tune in every year to the Call of Duty. It doesn't matter what it is, you want to play it. So Gaz, I'll go to you first. What do you want to do? Is this something that excites you? Like, I'm not going to get one next year. Do you save, as you guys call it, quid next year, or do you want one?
I look forward to a COD every year. I mean, I was looking forward to Cold War. I was looking to Vanguard, and I'm not fussed with them now. But I always look forward to a brand new COD every single year.
Yep.
But I did hear that the COD is coming out 2024, so that will give them time to make a good, decent, solid Call of Duty game, like what everybody wants.
So if there's 3 developers make Call of Duty games, right? And they each have their turn every year. This means each Call of Duty would have a 6-year cycle.
Yeah.
Correct? Yeah, because every 2 years. So Mark, what does that mean to you then? Because I know you got Warzone. Warzone 2's coming out this year, I believe it is. Sorry, Warzone 2 is supposed to be coming out this year, and you're going to have something to carry you over throughout all next year too. But what are your thoughts on that?
I think it might be a good thing to wait a year and see how things go with it. Give everybody a chance to, like Gaz said, perfect it and before they release it and stuff like that, because you don't want to look like Battlefield, and you don't want to be getting tired of just rehashing the same game over and over and over and over again. Basically, you don't want to turn Call of Duty into like Madden, where it's the same game every year.
And charge full price.
I mean, you can only do so much. You can switch the maps around, you can do everything, but at least they do have 3 different developers, rotating the games and stuff like that. But with Warzone 2 coming out, at the end of this year, I mean, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Just focusing on Warzone and stuff like that, because I think Warzone is probably their biggest cash flow at this point in time, with all of Call of Duty. I mean, all of Activision, should say, because with the battle passes and stuff like that going, they're trying to get, like Fortnite, because Fortnite's really controlled that market for a long time.
They've done it right. Bottom line.
Yes, and with their live events and stuff like that, and I can't even think of the last Warzone live event. I think, what was the last Warzone live
Wasn't
event?
it the like blowing up part of the town had all the zombies and all that stuff? Wasn't there a live event at that point? Or blowing up the stadium? Was that it?
Could have been a year or something.
Yeah, it was the stadium, wasn't it?
I believe it was.
I think so.
Yeah,
because I remember Dr. Disrespect playing it.
Yeah. So that's their last live event, and Fortnite does it all the time.
Yeah.
So I want to see them to evolve into something like that. So maybe that's what they're doing. They're just concentrating all their efforts on Warzone right now, and saying, okay, well, let's just release a great Call of Duty title for the next, and was that 2024?
Yes.
So.
Yeah. So Does anybody? And I'm not asking offhand, but what do you think? What are possibly the amount of money Activision, Call of Duty, blah blah blah, is making from Warzone itself? Is it almost like a cash cow? Because we know Fortnite is, right? But what about Call of Duty Warzone? Because it's a free-to-play game. I'm wondering if it's almost like a cash cow as well. Like they're pulling in lots of money from just that game itself.
Well,
They get the money from skins, don't they?
Yeah.
Skins, battle pass. I mean, and one thing they kind of do is when the new Call of Duty comes out with their weapons, like right now we're under Vanguard. Vanguard's weapons have been introduced in Warzone a few months back and stuff like that. And you don't want to fall behind, so it kind of forces you to buy Vanguard just so you can play the multiplayer, level up those weapons so you can stay competitive in Warzone. That hasn't happened this year like it did for Cold War. Cold War was insane. I think that was probably the lowest point in COD and Warzone history, at least, when they introduced the Cold War weapons into Warzone, where Cold War weapons were just insanely overpowered. And this year with Vanguard, at least the weapons, all the weapons are virtually competitive.
Okay.
But that was one way last year. I felt like, they kind of force you to buy Cold War just so you can get those weapons maxed out. But Vanguard's not like that. So I at least I give them credit for that.
Okay. Wow. Lee and Lightsy, do you guys have any comments on Warzone and all of this Call of Duty stuff? I know you guys really don't play it, so I do apologize that I basically ignore you for this. But Lee, I know you always have some insightful info, but what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, like, maybe, like, when was it announced that they weren't going to do, like, they weren't going to do the Call of Duty stuff this year?
So it's not officially. Oh, so for this year or skipping next year?
Are they not doing this year, or are they skipping next?
Yeah, they're
year?
doing this year. They're doing. It looks like it's Modern Warfare 2, Warzone 2 together, and then 2023 skipping.
Right. Okay. Right. Well, yeah. That throws away my point then.
Okay. No. That's totally fine. It's totally fine. Dana, do you play much Call of Duty action?
Yes, I do.
Okay, excellent.
I'm not a Warzone guy because I can't do battle royales. I suck at them.
Okay.
So I play multiplayer. My wife plays. She probably plays more than I do.
Wow. Okay.
So yeah, we like the multiplayer aspect of it. So we just jump in, shoot some people, get salty, and quit.
Of course.
That's usually our cycle, right? It's usually the cycle how it goes. But the fact that they're bringing out like Warzone 2 is going to be great for the Warzone guys. I love Modern Warfare 2. That's my favorite Call of Duty ever.
Yeah,
I love it. So that's coming out. Excited for that big time. And then if they take a break, that's cool. Take a break, get it right. If you're going to revamp your engine, if you're going to introduce something else, maybe just more destructible environments in the game, put an aspect of World War II in there, maybe you're like, take your time and do it right.
Sure.
And then that's fine. If you're going to take a break for stuff like that, no problem. I have no issue. If they're just, we're not sure what we're going to do, so we're going to take a break. Well, that's not so great. But yeah, if you want to do it right, you need a break to do it correctly. Yeah.
Excellent.
No issue there.
So there was, Mark, were you going to say something?
Yeah, so I just looked it up. So Warzone reportedly makes $5.2 million a day.
A day?
A day.
Holy crap, really?
Which equates to 1.89, call it $1.9 billion a year.
Yeah.
For Warzone.
Which seems right. Yeah, just Warzone by itself.
Oh, they need to get their cheaters out of there.
$5.2 million a day. Yeah.
It's not about the original game anymore. It's about the add-ons to the game now.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all about that.
And I love that stuff. I love it. Honestly, the way if they had loot boxes, I'd go crazy too. The way Overwatch with loot box, is that what they're called, Lightsy? Loot boxes or for Overwatch? when you open them up and they give you all the stuff, like 5 things. What is that stuff called?
Yeah, I think
so.
they're loot boxes or loot crates or something.
Something like that. I love that stuff, honestly. And if I was a gazillionaire, made 5 point whatever, a million a day, I would go crazy buying everything I possibly can, because I love that you spend the money, you open up a chest and it gives you like 5 things or 3 things. I'm like, yeah, let's go. I that excites me greatly. I'm not a gambler, by the way. I'm just saying, but that stuff excites me. So
as long as they keep it out of the games where, in order for you to be able to play the game better, you have to open these.
Yeah,
keep that out. If you just want it cosmetically, that's fine.
Yeah, I like that.
But don't make it so that it's pay to win.
So,
right? Like,
yeah,
keep
exactly.
that out of it.
And so me and Mark and Tim, we used to go at Warzone all the time, and I kind of moved on from Warzone, but I would jump back in like a Saturday, a couple Saturdays a month, whatever.
Did you hear that, Mark?
Hey, Rebirth. Let's see.
Yeah.
We got to do a Rebirth Saturday.
A Rebirth?
You would like Rebirth? Yeah, you would like. You can play the new map, but it's all connected in Warzone. It's free. Rebirth is free. So.
Is it Call of Duty?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly the same.
Rebirth is just another map on Warzone. It's just a smaller island.
Oh.
Same guns. You can have your own loadouts and stuff like that, and it's just like playing multiplayer on Warzone. Basically, you still loot chests and stuff like that. It's just if you die, then you get a timer to come back. It's like 10 seconds, 20 seconds.
Caleb just said, I'm going to have to re-download Warzone, aren't I? And I'm thinking, for like the last 5 minutes, I'm thinking I'm going to have to re-download Warzone too.
I'll play it. I suck at I suck at these Battle Royale type
I will
things,
say,
I play with friends.
Me, Mark, and Tim were like a butt-kicking team overall. It was, the 3 of us rocked it, and we had some wins. We had some great freaking times, man.
Yes, you want to stream Rebirth today?
I'll do it.
Get Paul to watch and see if you want.
I'm going to the movies. I can't. I'm going to see Uncharted in.
Oh, there you go. That's right.
You got your phone, though, haven't you? You can watch us on YouTube. You can watch us on your phone.
During the movie?
Yeah, just put your headphones in.
All right, no. All right, let's get to the final topic, guys. We're at the main topic. Here we go. And I know we're officially hit the 1 hour mark, and so let's do this. Main topic. We covered this last week a little bit, and then after thinking about it last week, I was like, I should do this next week and have Dana on, because it just makes sense to have Dana on this week for sure. He's got lots of knowledge about this. He actually partakes in this. Maybe he doesn't. I'm just saying it all depends what he wants to admit to the internet world. I'm just saying. So, Nintendo is closing the 3DS and Wii U eShops and has no plans to offer classic content in any other ways. Now, where we're going with this is it's going to be all, not just Nintendo, but everything. So here's the story. It's a little lengthy. I do apologize. It applies to new Nintendo 3DS, new Nintendo 3DS XL, new Nintendo 2DS XL, Nintendo 3DS, Nintendo 3DS XL, Nintendo 2Ds, Wii U Deluxe, and Wii U Basic. As of late March 2023, it will no longer be possible to make purchases in Nintendo eShop for the Wii U system and the Nintendo 3DS family of systems. It will also no longer be possible to download free content, including game demos. Furthermore, as the date draws closer, related services will cease to function. As of May 23rd, 2022, in a couple months, it will no longer be possible to use a credit card to add funds to an account in Nintendo eShop on the Wii U or the Nintendo 3DS family of systems. As of August 29th, 2022, it will no longer be possible to use a Nintendo eShop card to add funds to an account in Nintendo eShop on Wii U or Nintendo 3DS systems, family systems. However, it will still be possible to redeem download codes until March 2023. Users who link their Nintendo Network ID wallet with the Nintendo account wallet can use the shared balance to purchase content on any of these systems until late March 2023. After that, the balance can only be used to purchase content for the Nintendo Switch family of systems. No changes are planned for Nintendo eShop on the Nintendo Switch family of systems. The changes to Nintendo eShop on Wii U and the Nintendo 3DS family of systems will simultaneously take effect in the software on these platforms, where it's possible to make purchases such as Street Pass, Mi Plaza, Theme Shop, Nintendo Badge Arcade. Again, this is lengthy. I do apologize. I'm almost done. Even after late March 2023 and for the foreseeable future, it will still be possible to re-download games and DLC, receive software updates, and enjoy online play on the Wii U and the Nintendo 3DS family systems. To mark the end of the eShop on Nintendo 3DS and the Wii U, Nintendo has launched a My Memories website where you can look back on your gaming history with each of these systems. I almost think that's a punch in the face. We thank you for supporting Nintendo eShop on Wii U and the Nintendo 3DS. This is straight from Nintendo, guys. While we hope that you will continue to enjoy using these systems, we have taken this opportunity to prepare a website where you can look back on your time with them via various play statistics. Now, Video Game History Foundation calls out Nintendo's destructive 3DS and Wii U eShop closure. It also takes aim at Nintendo for actively funding lobbying that prevents places like libraries from being able to provide legal access to these games. Here is the statement in full, and this is where our main topic is going to be, guys. This is straight from these guys. So Nintendo actively funding lobbying that prevents places like libraries to be able to provide legal access to these games. I want you to remember that. So while it is unfortunate that people won't be able to purchase digital 3DS or Wii U games anymore, we understand the business reality that went into the decision. What we don't understand is what path Nintendo expects its fans to take should they wish to play these games in the future. As a paying member of the Entertainment Software Association, Nintendo actively funds lobbying that prevents even libraries from being able to provide legal access to these games. Not providing commercial access is understandable, but preventing institutional work to preserve these titles on top of that is actively destructive to video game history. We encourage ESA members like Nintendo to rethink their position on this issue and work with the existing institutions to find a solution. Now, if you guys have had the Wii U, the 3DS, the 500 versions of 3DS, Lightsy, what are your thoughts on them just closing it down next year and it'd be like, yeah, that's it?
I hope you got all the Pokemon out of your Pokemon bank on there that you wanted to get from your original games.
So sassy, I love it. Keep going. I want to. I know we talked a lot of Call of Duty, so this is Lightsy time.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
All right, so if anyone else, like, if you want to pipe up, you go right ahead. I want this as a conversation, guys, instead of me just asking you a question. So, yeah, Mark, go ahead.
So, I'll say that Nintendo CEOs in North America and Japan both need to be fired at this point in time.
Oh, snap. Okay.
They're not doing a good job. The expansion pack was a complete failure and still is a failure even after all this time. You got MLB The Show that's a laughing stock. You got all your games coming out right now. There's what are they called? Nintendo Direct, where they release all the trailers and stuff, right?
Yep.
You know, the past two ones were okay at best, but they're not doing a good job. The only thing that Nintendo's doing right now is I want to say something, but I don't want to like curse or anything. But they're making all the people that own Nintendo products mad. That's all they're doing.
Yeah, no, I agree.
It's the most frustrating thing possible right now. I mean, if it wasn't for Pokemon, Zelda, and some Mario games and everything like that, they would fold in a second. You know, they're just living off their nostalgia. That's all they're doing right now. Both CEOs need to be fired at any point in time in the next future if they wanted Nintendo to survive, because it's ridiculous.
They said that they weren't even going to like show any kind of support for them to be played at all, right?
Right, yeah.
That means that they're not even going to port them to the Switch. So
well, there's no plans, and what are the key thing there is they're saying that Nintendo funds these lobbying practices that do not allow for like a library to be built that says, hey, come to this library, have access to these games, not for commercial, which is cool, which is fine, but like here they are. And Nintendo's like, nope, you can't do that. Dana, don't talk about ROMs yet, my man. But what are your thoughts on that?
Do you not want money? Really? Do you not want money?
No, that's pretty much it, eh? Bottom line.
Do you not want money? I mean, you're a company that for years and years and years has brought this stuff out, brought these games out. You've had people buy this stuff on older platforms, and now all of a sudden it's like, nope, we're just not going to offer anymore for you guys. You can't get them anymore.
They're gems, though, right? Like golden memory games. These were childhood. I love them. Yeah. That stuff.
Nintendogs.
Yes, like, I remember that.
It's almost
Nintendogs, like of which you could put your DS in your pocket. Guys, that would be perfect for you.
I've got Nintendogs.
Yeah, we're going to give you access to the stuff that you loved for so long. And now all of a sudden we're just going to go, nope, you know, all that money you just spent, for you.
Yeah.
We don't care. We get your money now. See ya.
Yeah, it's so frustrating.
Are you dumb? Like, come on.
Yeah. Gaz, what about you, sir?
Like Dan said, I don't think they should shut it all down. I mean, I never really used it. The only time I used online store was to download like demos to see what the games are like. So I'm not particularly fussed. I mean, it's a shame for other people.
Yeah.
You know, that they can't go on the store and buy games, and if they can't get out. And yeah, I don't think they should do it. I think it'd be pretty cool if they could carry it on.
They can. Here's the key factor is Nintendo is paying money to stop libraries and other forms of history preservationists. I said that's a wrong word. But to preserve the history of gaming, Nintendo's paying people to say no, you can't do that, instead of saying yeah, let's get a giant video game history in other places in different cities and worlds, and as long as it's a non-profit or whatever, but they're putting their money in to go against that. So, Lightsy, here we go. This is what I want to talk about. I've got both polls going, one on YouTube. I just did the one on Twitch now. It's the exact same thing. It says, what are your thoughts on ROMs that you can't buy, as in for games that you can't buy anymore? Would you download them? Right now, 64% are like, what are ROMs? Okay, for me, I was like, what? What are ROMs? So, Lightsy, you've played Nintendo for years. You love it. Now they're shutting down the stores. You won't have access to all of this stuff, and as of right now, there's no plans to bring it out. I know it's illegal, okay? I get it. I know it's illegal to download ROMs of games that you've not purchased in real life, all of that stuff, but what are your thoughts on ROMs of downloading them illegally?
Well, for the longest time, you know, I didn't have the Game Boy Advance.
Mm-hmm.
So all of those games that I played for Game Boy Advance have been ROMs.
Okay.
Like, some of my first Pokemon run-throughs were on ROMs, so...
Excellent. Okay.
Like,
so you don't have any issue?
I don't have an issue with it,
okay.
No.
Lee, what about you with downloading games illegally as of ROMs? Do you have an issue with it?
I am legally obligated to say no.
No, you are, and that's why I said for Dana, like later, is whatever he wants to admit.
I mean, like I feel like it's contradictory to say like that we should just outright ban people completely on things like Warzone for cheating in games and hacking in games, and yet find it in a way acceptable to hack our way to get different games. Like, I feel it's a bit of a contradiction. It's in a way, but in a way, like I have a different, like I have my own sort of thing with like hacking in or cheating in single player games, in a way, I find that more acceptable than in multiplayer games, because it's your own experience that you're effectively tainting. But in terms of getting downloading games illegally, like if it's the only way to get the game in terms of preserving it, because they'll because they're getting rid of it in the normal fashion, then yeah, I'd possibly say there's an exception to actually getting.
But
Downloading
overall, then you see the clear point of why people shouldn't, or why they shouldn't download ROMs, is what you're saying, though.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Stone him. All right. No. All right. Cool. Gaz, what about you? I could see you almost being on Lee's side. Are you a ROM fan? Do you, if you want to admit it or not? Like,
Well,
are you a ROM player?
I've got these.
Yeah, the systems. Yeah.
Those are obviously ROMs, and I've got the Sega Mini.
Yeah.
But even though I do play them and I like them, I would rather play on original consoles. And I reckon people shouldn't download them. I reckon they should just play them as how they should be played, like on the original NES or the Super Nintendo or the Sega or something. So I reckon they shouldn't download them. I think they should make it illegal, which they already have.
They already are, yeah. Wow,
Yeah.
okay.
But yeah, I'm not a big fan of them, but I do like to play. And some of those consoles, the mini consoles, they do have like a couple of rare games on them, and they're like a couple of £100. So if you can't afford the games, then those would probably be the best thing to.
But Gaz,
Yes.
like those old games,
Yeah.
aren't going to be the cost of what new games are now. They're going to be hundreds of dollars.
Oh yeah, but if people can't afford them, they can buy that little console and they can buy it on there.
But it's only like 20 games,
those
though,
little
right?
those little consoles were also limited time things. Like they aren't out constantly.
But you can add to them. You can hack them.
Well,
But-
wait,
but
okay, but
that still consists of having it.
hold on, Gaz.
Yeah. You can hack them though.
That was
You can.
awesome.
If
Yes.
you're gonna do that, just download the ROM.
Yeah. So,
Well, I wouldn't recommend doing that. I mean, I haven't done it with mine because I like to keep them all original. Sort of.
so you baffled me there, because I was like, wow, Lee and Gaz, maybe this is a UK thing. But then you said you could just hack them. It's all good. But yes, you can add a hard drive and hack that and add all the ROMs. But
Yeah.
But from your standpoint is you can't download the ROMs because it's illegal and you don't agree with it, so you can't really put them on that system.
No.
Okay. All right, thank you, guys. Dude, I love you, my friend. You're an awesome dude. I love it. All right, so we've got 1 yay, 2 nays. Mark, what is your standpoint? And with all honesty, guys, I just want to say I love teasing people, especially you guys. I do, but I respect your opinions. Okay, even though Lee gave his, I said stone him. Like, it's just a joke. I want your honest opinions, and if I tease you,
better.
exactly, and it is. So, Mark, go right ahead.
So that is a ROM right now. Pokemon.
Oh,
Gold.
on your phone?
On my
Gotta
on my
catch
phone
some
right now.
up.
If you have a
Uh-oh.
problem with this, Nintendo, my name is James Mucklin.
Address.
James, all right, James. So,
That's hilarious.
I mean, there's certain games like that. I haven't seen. I mean, they have Pokemon Silver and Gold. They have the remake, but I like playing the original version. You know, sometimes, and there's no way of playing the original version unless you do a ROM and stuff like that. And I mean, it's just that's Nintendo's fault for missing out on their own games and stuff like that. They got to realize that you do have a lot of nostalgia players out there. You do have people that were born in the 80s and the 90s that grew up playing those games that want to play the original version of that game.
The remakes are great, but like, just give us an option to play
Exactly.
the originals.
Exactly. Give
Like,
us an option.
Some of us aren't so keen on, you know, the mega evolves or whatever. They don't care for them. Like, I just want to play the original.
Absolutely. I agree.
Okay. All right. Excellent. All right. So 2-2. Here we go. Now I already know how this is going. All right. I've known Dana for years and years, and I believe that old center we worked at, Dana. We had a full group of guys that would hack Xbox systems, and we would have all the games. We'd learn how to download them, put them on our own DVDs, and play them. That was our group, a huge group of guys. So, Dana, what are your thoughts on ROMs and downloading ROMs and having them in your collection, playing them? Do you have an issue with that?
Nope, not at all. I don't know if Nintendo understands this or not. They're talking about, well, you know, they're going. I said, you know how long ROM sites have been around? Years and years and years, and there's piles of them out there. Piles of them. You can get ROMs from anywhere. You can get emulators from anywhere. Good luck trying to shut down all of those websites. Good luck, because they're just going to keep popping up. And the fact that you're going to shut down all of your nostalgia and then tell everybody else, oh, no, you can't get ROMs, they're illegal. Well, then give us something we can purchase that's affordable and we'll buy them.
Pretty much, yeah.
Or this is what you're going to get, right? People want to play the original stuff. I've had regular Nintendo, Super Nintendo ROMs for years saved on my drive. Years. Right? Now, as far as, I mean, Lee makes a good point in the fact that from the cheating standpoint, it's a good thing to think about. I kind of separate that out a bit, because if I'm cheating in a game I'm playing with other people, I'm hurting that person's gaming experience. I don't do that. But if I'm going to download a ROM and play Super Mario Kart with myself, and if I want to cheat and beat the computer into submission, that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, it's single player.
Like,
it's your jam.
There is limitations that ROMs have. Like when you're playing Pokemon, it doesn't cycle through the daytime, nighttime cycles, so you can't grow the berries and apricorns that you need, really.
There's
like you can't play online with them. You can't trade Pokemon. So ROMs do have limitations.
You're pretty much playing single player for the most part. If you're playing ROMs, you're not playing
exactly.
Well, you're playing by yourself. That's what you're doing.
Unless you have a second person playing on the same keyboard and computer as you. Like
exactly. So it's kind of your own experience in that realm. So I mean, I have no issues with it. I've had them for years, and I like playing those old original games. I'm a nostalgia guy. I love playing old stuff.
Even old arcade games, playing the old MAME ROMs on your PC. I adore it. I'm just saying.
You know, but I mean, if Nintendo's all up in arms, I said, okay, fine. Bring out a store that is going to provide us with every single game that you've ever made. All of them, not half of them or 20 of them or whatever.
Yep.
All of them. And say, here's what you're going to pay. Honestly, to me, in my mind, if a game's more than 30 years old, I shouldn't be paying any more than about $5 for it. Period.
Oh my gosh!
This idea that's like $20.
It's nonsense.
I'm not paying $20 for a 30-year-old game.
So Nintendo Switch has their retro arcade games on and they're $10. If I want to play Sunset Riders from the arcade, which is from one of my favorite arcade games on my Nintendo Switch, I gotta pay $10 for it. And then when the next Nintendo system comes out, I'll have to buy it again because Nintendo is ridiculous. I bought old school games from the Wii, and then the Wii U, I had to buy them again. And on Nintendo Switch, I have to buy them a third time, even though I bought them years ago as well. It's mind blowing to me. So let's finish it up then. I got an excellent question, Gaz. Let's start. Go ahead, Lightsy.
Nintendo would really be upset to hear what I snapped you a couple of days ago the website to play all of the NES games, and
Yeah.
you could even play Sega games on that website. If you downloaded them, save them to your OneDrive, and you can load any of those games up on your Xbox.
Yeah.
They're fighting a losing battle. They're not. I mean, yeah, they want a fun site. They're fighting.
They're just out of touch.
It's not going to happen.
So, Gaz, I got to go to Xbox here for a sec. If you look at Xbox's their store, like Xbox 360, Xbox One are all on the store. Everything is backwards compatible that they were legally able to do. They're like, we know our Xbox culture, we know our fans. They want the old school games as well. From the very first Xbox system, we're going to make it backwards compatible in all of our systems. And when you buy it, you will have that for the rest of your days. That is a digital library that you've paid for, and to me, that's amazing. I shouldn't have to pay an extra subscription fee to have access to the games that I purchased so long ago. So, Gaz, I see you smiling. I know you hate me right now, Gaz. It's all good.
No, I understand what you mean. I mean, when they announced Black Ops 2 was compatible on the Xbox One,
yep,
I started playing Black Ops 2 on Xbox One because obviously I can't set up my PS3 up at the minute, and I can't play it on my PS5 or PS4 because it's not compatible. So being able to play it on the Xbox was, like a good addition to the Xbox, I reckon.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's the only game that I've been wanting to play.
Yep.
On the Xbox, like old game wise.
Sure.
So I love Black Ops 2.
So I don't think any other system's really doing that. I know if you want to play PlayStation 1 games and 2 games, I think you will have to purchase a subscription service on PlayStation to have access to those games.
Hopefully, Spartacus will have Black Ops 2 on there.
Sure.
I'll be on that all day.
But what I'm saying is why can't you buy PS1 games and play them on your PS5?
I don't know. I mean, PS3, you could play PS1 games and PS2 games on PS3. Yeah, some of them. Some of them.
You could play GameCube games on the Wii.
Right, yeah. You had the disc, you could put it in.
But then...
That's gone.
Too busy trying to make money. Too busy trying to make money for heaven's sake.
Game, like how they have their... What is it? The cartridges. Like, they keep switching that up, and games eventually just get non-backwards compatible for them. Like, they just need to stick to a set kind of cartridge.
So, go ahead, Lee.
Like when the original DS came out, you could play DS games and put in cartridges for like Game Boy games. Like, yeah.
This is an amazing topic. Honestly, I love the engagement you guys are having together because we're actually having a really good conversation. And so let me throw out, I know we're getting a little bit late again, so let me throw out the final question, okay? I do apologize for keeping you. Mumsy, dinner's ready. So, Gaz, for you, let's start with you. What is the fix for these old games, and should we have access to it? Like, what is the fix for us to have access to it, or should we just not have access to these old games?
I reckon you should. I think everybody should experience the old games. You can't beat them. You really can't beat. You can't beat Mario. You can't beat. If anybody remembers Maniac Mansion, that was a wicked game. California games. I reckon everybody should experience the old games. Forget about Call of Duty for a bit. Just play all the original games. It is so good fun.
So what is the fix then for these people, for the younger generation and us older folks to play? Yeah, what is the solution?
I don't know. I don't know the solution. I don't know.
Okay, no, that's fine. This is a hard-hitting question, guys. Good, give it to you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Mark, let's jump to you, dude. What is the solution, and should we actually have access to these games, or should it just be like, hey, that's a distant memory?
That's a hard question. Well, for Nintendo, just fire the CEOs, then try to. The problem is that these companies like Sony and Nintendo, you can call back to those old generation games like the Spartacus is coming out. It's supposed to have PlayStation 1 games and stuff like that. Xbox does a good job with their Game Pass. You can play 360 games, a couple of the original Xbox games and stuff like that. You can play those on the new system. Nintendo, there's nothing at all to do it. And if you're a Pokemon fan like me and Lightsy are, then you want to play the old classic Pokemon games too, and you want to play them in their original format. It's not like they take up a lot of space, so why not put them on the expansion pack and stuff like that. Yeah, you'd be missing out on the original Game Boy controllers, but you could still make it work. There's no reason why you could.
2DS though.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think playing those old games on a newer system is acceptable. I think people would be like, yeah, you know what? This is just the day and age we're in.
Absolutely. Just don't touch them. Don't mess with them. Leave it alone. But other than that, I think that's the best way of doing it. At least you can do something.
No, that's true. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen that forever.
The old Nintendo.
There you go.
Oh my gosh, that took me back to when I was like 10 years old, man. Look at that.
That's original and it still works.
Oh, I love it. For those of you that don't know what that is, that's the Nintendo Light
and
Gun
the connection
Zapper.
For it as well.
Yes. And it came when you bought a NES, the original, it would come with Super Mario and Duck Hunt or Hogan's Alley, and you could actually, in front of your CRTV, try to shoot the dog for the most part, but shoot the ducks and stuff. Oh,
there wasn't a person alive who didn't own that zapper who wasn't trying to shoot that stupid dog.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, Lee, let me jump to you. What is the solution for this, or should we just leave it alone and not have access to these old games?
Well, we should still have access to the games, but at this point, the Nintendo has shot themselves in the foot again. That they're going to be in a wheelchair, and there's only so much ammunition they've got. So, it's just we should definitely have these games to be preserved in some shape or form. I just think the way that they're going about it is really dumb. We've seen that on the Switch Online, you can go into the libraries from N64 and get those retro games like that in a sense. So maybe that's what they're going to try to do with this, but erasing them first and then trying to put them they should have kept what they had at least for a while longer and have them available on the Switch and then maybe close them down in their original format. It's and to actually pay money to get rid of that, they've really messed up. And they need to put their heads together and figure out how to sort this out.
No, absolutely. Lightsy, should we just get rid of all of them and distant memory, or what is the solution and from your point of view?
No, I think they need to figure out some way to bring them onto the Switch or keep it around.
Excellent.
Simple as that.
Okay. Dana, I think you're jumping at the bit for this. Unload on us, my man.
Yep. Here's the difference here. This is all about attitude, right? Xbox's attitude is your gaming experience is personal to you, and we are going to allow you to enjoy your gaming experience the way you want to enjoy it with the selection that we give. Nintendo attitude is your gaming experience is going to be based on what we tell you you're going to enjoy.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's the difference. That's the big difference. So if they want to shut down all their stuff and they don't want to, offer old things anymore, Xbox CEO, are you listening? Why don't you cough up some nice cash?
Nintendo CEO, there we are. I see what you're saying.
And buy the old collections.
Oh,
put them on Game Pass.
That would be all right.
Just walk right over. Here you go, because money talks.
Yeah, that's true.
You flash enough cash and say, "Here, we want to buy all your old stuff." Nintendo, for enough money, they okay.
Yeah. I also
that's what I would do.
I also want to mention,
right up and buy it,
because I know you didn't mention the PlayStation attitude. It would be more of let us give you spoon-fed baby food for games and censor them and break them down, and then move on. All right.
Guys, it looks like you're gonna cry.
I'm so sorry.
Well, I mean, after you say PlayStation's superior, I mean, you're just asking for it, right?
So,
PlayStation is superior.
Gaz is thinking about his chicken dinner he's got waiting. So, all right.
Chicken and chips.
Chicken and chips.
I'm starving.
Oh my gosh, Gaz, I'm so sorry. We are late. I am cutting into Gazzy's time.
No, it's all right.
All right, so is there anything else, guys, that you would like on this? This was an awesome day because there was some really good engagement discussion, and I love it. I would rather have it, all of us chatting, instead of me asking you interview questions. So this was perfect. Anything else?
I don't think the younger generation can understand how good it was to actually play an old game, and if you were stuck on it, they'd have like a number at the back to phone for a cheat or how to get past a certain level. Do you remember that?
I remember writing Nintendo Power to help me with the Legend of Zelda, the original. But when you beat the original, it goes into a world. It changes everything up. I couldn't find one dungeon. I snail mailed them, wrote them a letter, and they wrote back, and I was like, yes. I wish I had kept it. Great memories. All right, guys, we're going to jump into Lee's trivia. We're just about done. Let me check the polls right now. We're at, what are your thoughts on ROMs and you can't buy anymore? Would you download them? 38% said yes, and 62% said, what are ROMs? And that's it. So, all right, cool. Hopefully we answered your question, even though we just didn't come straight out and tell you. So, Lee, how many questions we got today, dude?
2.
I just want to say, I'm at 9 points. Mark is at 9 points. Lightsy's at 5. Gaz is at 5. Dana's at 2. And Caleb is... All right, Lee, let's go. That means 0.
What was the name of the last video game console made by Sega to be released worldwide?
The console?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Gaz is right up your alley as he's Googling it.
Can you say that? No, I was texting Mom.
Oh my gosh, Gaz.
I'll say put dinner on. So the question again,
you're not making us look good here, Gaz. Like,
Lee, you realize it's a whole bunch of us that just bind together and you all are the same. And stuff like this, I have to tease.
You're like me, Lee.
You're tainting my own reputation.
The reason I'm this fat is because I'm filled with all the stuff I can tease you guys about, and it's just like building up in me. This is insane. All right, let's go. What are the... tell them the question.
Right. What's the name of the last video game console Sega released worldwide?
What are our choices?
Yeah, Lee's like...
No, I'm just making sure Gaz got the question.
No, all right, let's go.
Right. Was it Advanced Pico Bina, Dreamcast, 32X, or Sega Saturn?
I don't know what that first one is. I have no clue, but I'm going to say, and here's the slight on my history of gaming. I think I'm the only person in video game world who traded in a PS2 for a Sega Dreamcast. I'm just saying. And so I did. Mark, it was only because of the NBA 2K series. It was just on Sega right away, and I'm like, I'm trading that in. And I did that. I'm so sorry, everybody. And so I personally am going with Sega Dreamcast only because I don't know what that first system is.
Yeah, I'm going to say Dreamcast. I'm pretty sure that was the last one that came out.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Dreamcast too because it's the only one that I know.
what's the first one again?
The advanced Pico Beaner.
I'm gonna go with that. I know Dreamcast was like 97, 98. Man.
But the kicker is worldwide.
Yeah, I know, and I'm thinking about it right. Well, you said worldwide, right? Yeah, worldwide. Oh man, I want to say A so bad. I know Dreamcast was worldwide. I'm gonna stick with A.
Oh, I was hoping nobody would choose that because now it makes me doubt my answer just because I have no clue what that is. I love the chat going crazy too. Gaz, with your Google search, what did it tell you? Oh, Dreamcast? Okay, I told him Dreamcast.
Yeah. That's what it said. No, I didn't search it.
Mom, put dinner on, and what was Sega's last worldwide dream? That's amazing. All right, let's go. You guys are freaking awesome. I love this. What's the answer?
It was Dreamcast.
Oh,
Oh no.
But Mark was right to have his doubts because the advanced Pico Beaner was released later, but it was only released in Japan.
Oh, look at that twist.
Because I mean, we would have heard about something like that over here if
Lee,
it was over here.
For Katie Lynn, are you able to just say the question? What the question was again? She missed the question.
Oh, okay. She can't rewind the stream, eh?
No, you can't. Not on Twitch. Not on Twitch. Oh, get wrecked.
This is on YouTube as well.
She's on Twitch, my man. She's not going to jump to YouTube. She's a Twitcher. Come on. Just give the question and apologize to Katie Lynn.
Yeah.
What's the name of the
James is also saying the answer's wrong.
Well, James is talking about the mini system, the Sega mini system, which I think came preloaded with games, did it not?
But it still would have been the last one released worldwide.
But I think that is more of a collection console that you can't add more games to unless you hack it, right? So it's not technically a new console. So I think Lee's question still stands.
It's like the remastered version of it, isn't it?
Yeah, so I think Lee's question still stands.
And and these are all choices that the Sega company was still live and active.
James just say you can add games to it legally. We'll have to look into that. Anyways, I'm keeping the points, James. I'm just saying. All right, next question has a CD.
Right.
From Sega. Wow.
Right. So the Wii Sports game.
Yep.
Had 5 games. Which of these games was not one of them?
Okay.
So, tennis, golf, boxing, or table tennis?
I know the answer, but I'll let you guys answer as well. So, Lightsy?
Reading them back again.
I know the answer too.
Right. So, do you want the whole question or the?
Yeah, do it all from the beginning.
Right. So, the original Wii Sports released 5 sports in it. Which of these was not one of them? Tennis, golf, bowling. Oh, how many?
You said
how many
boxing.
options did I give last?
Boxing.
4.
Yeah.
Boxing.
Tennis, golf, boxing, or table tennis?
Table tennis.
Okay, I got it now. Table tennis.
Mark?
I know 3 of them for sure. I'm going to go with table tennis.
Lightsy?
Table tennis.
Table tennis.
Yeah, it's table tennis.
Hey!
Table tennis was in Wii Sports Resort, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that was awesome. Good stuff. Good stuff. We all got her.
Me and Em played that.
All right. Excellent. I just want to say I'm still top of the crowd here, guys. Woohoo! This is awesome. I've pulled away from Mark now by 1. But all right, guys, is there anything else?
Damn, Sega.
Sega!
Darn Sega.
Okay, now I just want to say I just got a message from someone in here that said bring back the. the loud keyboard. The reason I got a new keyboard is because a couple of you were complaining. So now you can't hear it, so don't tell me to bring back the loud keyboard. I'm just saying. All right, let's move on. Anything else, guys? Thank you so much. I just got to say, this was amazing. Gaz is going to get ready to eat here soon. I got to go to EB Games and then go to a movie today. It's going to be a great day. All right, Lightsy, where can they find you on all your socials?
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Logan Ainsley, YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook at Just Lightsy. And you can get this shirt.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Get a flash, everybody.
I'm dead. My channel's gonna be shut. Okay, go Lightsy, go back and watch this when we're done. Awesome. I'm just saying. It was shocking. All right. All right. Holy crap.
You want me to click that or
Oh my word.
I don't
going on the blooper reel later.
I was like all right, so follow Lightsy. She's legit an amazing Canadian. She was showing off her new merch. Lightsy, if you would like to do that in a non-shocking way, feel free to do so. Grim is like, yeah. Oh my gosh. Whew. All right, she has new merch. I'm just saying. See you later, Ricky.
That's funny.
All right, Dana, where can they find you on all of your wonderful socials?
I am on pretty much every social is Play Fair Gaming. So Facebook has the Play Fair Gaming page. I'm on Instagram as well as Play Fair Gaming. Twitter is Play Fair Game.
Twitter?
Me.
Did you say Twitter?
Yeah, Twitter.
Sign up.
Twitter.
All right.
It's Play Fair Game and Play Fair Gaming on Twitch. Same thing with YouTube, Play Fair Gaming. Yeah, so easy to find.
All right. Ultimate Hater, where can they find you?
YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, Ultimate Hater 87.
Okay, and Giggity Gaz?
YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. And that's it. Oh, and no, I'm joking.
All right, guys, all their socials are in the description except for Dana's. We can get that in there today, which is fantastic. Wow. Lee, where can they find you on all your socials?
Oh, I thought you forgot.
I almost did, and then I saw on my paper I saw Little Bird Told Lee. I'm like, jam, let's do this. All right, let's go.
Find me in the depths of hell. I don't know.
I'm not going down there to find you. Place is hot, man.
You can just email me. I've been promoting the email on Among Us, and I haven't received any emails. So just, let me know. or you can just find me in the sane area, which is on Discord, Pharaoh TV, everything like that. So if you found this channel, you found me. So
that's true. I also want to say Lee's face is rather red right now, so I'm just saying, I'm so sorry, Lee. I imagine you're getting messages right now. You're tuned out. I'm so sorry.
Just to prove James wrong that Lee does not reply.
Oh.
Let me go back and find my email from Lee.
There we go.
She sent me 3 emails, and I replied with one lengthy one.
There it is. Dr. Lee Everett.
Oh my gosh.
Well, because you
Holy!
talk to the
What did you copy and paste a novel?
Do you have the encyclopedia open?
At the very end, he says, "You probably think this is funny with how serious I am with this lengthy response, but I won't be surprised if you tell at least Paul."
Well, there you go.
So James just said, you mean it's just me he didn't reply to? That's even worse. You didn't reply to James? All right,
reply to me.
Everybody, there's actually quite a bit in here watching, so thank you. I think this is the most we've had during these podcasts. It's growing and growing. I do apologize for Lee's lack of interest or commitment to replying to any emails that you guys work hard to sending, and I know James probably sent a heartfelt email to you, Lee. And this is
he just made an email titled "Bonjour," and put in the Audi. That was it.
He's trying to start a conversation.
I love this. All
He's
right.
trying to talk to you.
Yeah.
Emailing is not the place to do that.
All
You're
right.
right back. Go.
Where else is he supposed to do that? He can't slide into your Twitter DMs.
Oh.
But I have got Discord DMs.
Oh, nice.
Shots fired. Let's
But I have
go.
got Discord DMs.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
So-
And you and I chat often in Discord DMs. All right, guys, join our Discord. And Gaz has Discord, and Mark, I'm not sure if you do. Lightsy, do you have Discord and all that stuff? All right, okay. Get to know these people. They are actually really fantastic. I love hanging out with them, and I overall love teasing them for the most part, especially our British people that don't have
No, really?
Twitter. That's what you can find me on Twitter with Mumsy. All right, guys, thank you. All the chat. This was awesome, man. Oh my gosh, the chat was super fun. So thank you guys so much. Is this it? Are we done? This is day 90 straight streaming for me. Day 90. So those of you that are on YouTube, I've switched to Twitch for live streaming, except for Sundays. I'll be doing a podcast on both Twitch and YouTube. But I've jumped ship, and I've been. This is what I've done, and things are going awesome. All of these awesome people, they got merch. They're just great. Mark's wearing Pharaoh TV shirt. Lightsy has the mug. This is just fantastic, and so. There it is. Look at that Gamers Pass podcast stuff. So, guys, thank you, everybody. We're out of here. Oh, what's that?
Tune in March 1st for the Pokemon cards.
Okay, I wasn't even going to plug it.
Yeah.
So, okay, I'm a stream looter, and I spent 2.5 weeks, almost 3 weeks, creating all original 151 gotta catch them all Pokemon cards, and they're going to be available in Stream Loot. It's going to be a game. It's now, just as a heads up, it's meant to be lengthy, okay? It's not meant to get right away. There's going to be giant prize at the end. I will ship you stuff and all of that stuff, and it's going to be fun. Okay? Look to that. Come to Twitch, and just so you can see it all. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be March 1st, and we're going to rock it. I think that's Tuesday, right? Tomorrow's the 28th, Tuesday. All right. They're already done. They're ready to rock and roll. So thank you, guys. Here we are. We're going to have a good time. I was called a poopy in stream. All right, here we go, guys. So, as for Lightsy, as for Dana, as for Lee, as for Mark, and as for Gaz, my name is Paul, and you guys take care. That was awesome.
That was good.
Yes.
Oh, we almost hit the 2 hour mark.
I'm so sorry, guys. I really am. I'm so sorry.
Oh, good.
I can't.
Mom's gonna kill me, but I don't know.
Dude, you're
I'm
40.
joking.
You're
I'm
40.
Chicken and chips are getting ice cold.
Oh my gosh. Just as a heads up, all the chat, they can hear everything too, but if I turn you guys down, I turn off the music, so.
Gaz has stream loots too, y'all.
Yeah, Gaz does have stream loot. So, guys, promote. Oh, you do? Oh, yes, you do. Promote all your stuff, guys. I do this, and I have yous on so you guys can get tons of exposure. Not like I get tons of exposure, but anything I have, I want to give it all to you guys. So, this is fantastic. This was good.
Send me the Xbox Lite if you want.
I'm sorry?
I'll show you. You can send me that Xbox Lite if you want.
My Xbox Lite? Ooh.
Yeah, you know that Xbox
Which
logo
one?
Light.
Because I have this one too.
Oh, you got to see this, Sam.
And then,
Both of them.
where's my trophy at? I love my.
Yes.
Look at this.
I can show you what you can do with those.
Do you see this?
I got a black
Yes?
copy on.
Do you see this right here?
I can see that. That's the
I
64
printed
logo.
that. I printed that.
Lee gets Twitter shirt, yes.
Oh,
Lee
that is
gets
amazing.
Twitter shirt.
It's huge. I printed this on my 3D printer.
Nice.
It's so awesome. I got to do more paint to it, but it's great.
You should try a Nintendo logo.
I did a perler bead. I don't know if you know what perler beads are, but they're like melty beads. I did a giant Nintendo logo, melted it, and it's amazing. I love it. It's like this long. Do it. Look into perler beads, dudes. It's so much fun.
A buddy I worked with, he 3D printed a full Stormtrooper mask.
Yep.
Helmet.
That'd be cool.
Pretty sharp.